it do? Everybody, make sure you hit the like button. My name is Global Dawn. You're now tuned in to Global Dawn, the King of Dallas Radio, a live edition right here. You know what I'm talking about? Real spill. Salute to everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Hype the video up. Do what you need to do to support the real. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many real out there these days. You know what I'm saying? So we got to support our real that's out there. Again, my name is Global Dawn. You're now tuned in into the Global Dawn King of Dallas Radio live edition right here on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you're hitting the heart button. Make sure you hype the video up. Let's go up, let's go up, let's go up. You know what I'm talking about? For real, for real. A lot going on right now. I want to talk about, I was listening to R. Kelly, man, A Woman's Threat. You know what I'm talking about? I was listening to that earlier, right? And I was listening to it. I couldn't help but to think back to Tupac and the knowledge he gave. And, from back then until right now, to present time of what's going on. See, a lot of people don't know. See, when you getting to uncover a lot of the things that's going on in the black community as it relates to violence, a lot of it is called by people being tender D, right? We got a lot of tender D's out there, right? Now listen, we all have fell victim of having a tender D, right? It happens. You know what I'm saying? Love will make you do some crazy things. You know what I'm talking about? Real spiel, man. But as we look at these murder cases and a lot of crime that's going on with our prominent stars, again, when it R. Kelly dropped that, man, uh, when was that? Let me check on my Facebook. When he dropped that, let's see, in 2000, A Woman's Threat. He dropped that
J Laboff.
in 2000, right? Now, today's year is 2026, right? So we come 26 years later, we come with the same thing, right? A Woman's Threat. That's why I put the Tupac joint up there. I was in China, and his fan and his supporter see me, was like, Tupac, you look like Tupac. Can I take a picture? You know what I'm saying? And I took a picture. She had on a Tupac shirt when I was in the club out there, right? It reminds me of Tupac. Now Tupac hit a gesture. Tupac summed it up like this, right? And we all knew this when Tupac hit it, right? He was like, when females get whoop de woo, you know, NIGGAs meet our demise, right? All right, so that was brought. Now that was 26 years ago, when the game was given from that level of an artist, right? Of a Tupac, right? We full surface right now, y'all. If we break down all these crimes and all these new gen crimes and killing, what's going on in hip hop right now, ain't the source of it the female? I mean, the tender D. It ain't the female. It's the tender D that's involved in the situation, right? All right, here's the thing. That's why it's messed up. We don't have good music no more, and the youngsters don't know how to go back and do their homework and go listen to good music and to find out where the message is at from when you were a youngster. That the older people were dropping skills and dropping knowledge that you could be prepared for. You see what I'm saying? But we don't have that in today's society or community within the black community. That like the OG homie was saying on the other line, that they want to listen, but not a problem. We gonna make them tap in. You know what I'm talking about? Not a problem. We gonna make them tap in. You hear me? Now, to just say that in a blanket statement to don't have a tender D, it is, it's easier said than done, right? Right. I know the females bad. They got the good woo woo. Yeah, we enjoy that. You in love. You going with your heart. But you guys are throwing your life away in a split second, fam, over that. And you're not thinking about your kids. You're not thinking about your family. You're just thinking about your tender D. You see what I'm saying? And you all off the drugs. You see what I'm saying? You all off popping pills. You off doing these type of things, and your mind not sinking. You don't have the knowledge, and you on drugs that temper your growth in your brain at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So over here we're gonna put you on knowledge, man. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Your kids deserve better. You hear me? Your mama and your daddy deserve better. Now we look at the Mo3 situation what's going on right now in Dallas right now. We see we got Yellow Bleezy and others on trial right now. We all see where it came from. We see the King Von, I mean, the Lil Durk scenario with NBA Youngboy. We see where it all stemming from, right? The PUSSY, not them. Is y'all acting like a PUSSY because you have the tender D and you go all out for the tender D. See, here's the thing about a real one. You hear me? A real one, hey, we may shed some tears. We gonna shed some tears if we really love that female. You hear me, man? If we really love her, hey, man, when she gone, we may shed some tears. You hear me? But it's a get back and a walk back and a bounce back from all that. You hear me? It's a stage. You hear me? Now that because you're sitting there crying, feeling bad. Hey, what it do, Sopo Guerrero? I know you feeling bad, but that don't mean you have to go uh ill somebody, right? You ain't gotta go ill somebody or murder somebody, right? Because your feelings hurt. And it goes back to a lot of this. It stems from you guys' childhood. You didn't get love at the crib. You didn't receive the love from your mama and daddy. They was probably out doing some other things and weren't worried about you. You were probably with grandmama, and grandmama showed you all the love in the world. You really just wanted that love from your mama and your daddy. Now that girl coming in the picture and that smooths that love. You know what I'm saying? That come in and replace that. You know what I'm saying? That fills that void. You don't want to let it go. You've been wanting love your whole life. And you go through it like, dang, my mom and my daddy didn't love me. Now you get the chick, you 18, 17, you get the chick. Now you find out some things with that. Is not now here's the thing. I want to stay on this because it's called the woman's threat. You hear me? You gotta be smarter with your tender D, man. You don't go out there and murder somebody or ill somebody because your feelings hurt, man. Now, certain thread is some of this stuff in the rap game is this. A lot of guys go all out with the murder and ill because rappers, we are popular guys. We popular guys is entertainers. We can put you in the song real fast. You hear me? Hey, as an artist, as a songwriter myself, as a studio engineer and studio owner, as a record executive myself, as an A&R myself, it's so many hats that I wear myself. We can easily put anybody on blast that we want. We can put you in a song or anything. Now, what happens when you face that, right? Now we get into it where it get crucial, where you get in your feelings, and now because you have attended D, it's going to affect you tremendously that this popular rapper can actually write you in a song and then that's your real life. But he actually is having sexual intercourse with your baby mama or the love of your life. You wigging out. Now, that's a regular person versus a popular rapper. Now, what happens these days when it's two popular rappers? Uh-oh, it gets tricky. Right there, you guys. This when you gotta have that good brain on your shoulders, fam. You hear me? Cause this is when it's finna get tricky. Now it's an even playing field. Now this guy has much popularity as you. He can pop his ish and whoop de whoop just like you can. Now at that point, fam, again, you are going to have to get out of your feelings. Take the trauma out of your childhood, fam. You own now. You rich now. Don't worry about that. You must ain't heard Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of the top rappers in the planet. He said, man, this chick left him one night, man, in his hotel room. Man, 10 minutes later, she was on Instagram hugged up with somebody else, then called them the next morning and say she slept with that dude. And that's Lil Wayne. Now listen, man. It can happen to you. It can happen to anybody, bro. We just need you to wisen up, smarten up, and think with the brain that's on your shoulders. Think with the head that's on your shoulders, not your tender D. Because thinking with that tender D is going to get you behind bars or in a whole different scenario you don't want to be at. You know what I mean? So again, go back and listen to A Woman's Threat. You know what I'm talking about R. Kells, man. Go listen to that song, man. You hear me, man? Again, I'm gonna put you on the real ish, not the BS. You know what I'm talking about? Real spill situations, man. So as we break down and we look at all these cases that's happening in the black community and in hip hop, it's all going to one core thing. These youngins are crashing out. And then y'all see in hip hop what's going on? They having so much of the tender D, they killing the pretty females. Yeah. They so throw with it that when a pretty female break your heart, you be like, oh man, and whoop de whoop, you be down for a minute. No, they go the extra mile. They go and murk the female. You hear me, man? So you catch a lot of that. If you look at your news, you'll see a lot of that. Pretty females are getting they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, it's the tender D. Listen, a female is gonna do what they gonna do, man. You hear me? In today's time, youngins, especially, you just gonna have to get with the program or do like me. I'm not in the program. I'm just on the sideline chilling. You know what? Focused on a million plus. You hear me, man? Hey, I ain't got time for it. You hear me? Hey, we all fall victim to it. I'm telling you from a man that been there myself. We all fall victim to having a tendency. It can be that one. You hear me, man? But you just gotta, it takes time, and you just gotta snap out of it. You hear me, man? I'm gonna give you a tool that I use. I'm gonna give you a tool that I use to keep me very straight. I will never get the tendency. I may get my heart broke. I'm a human. But you can best believe this. After that, I'm gonna come to the realization, and this is what you have to do too. of who you actually are. You see what I'm saying? I do this. I make myself such of a great of a man that, shouted, you ain't finna go get no man better than me anyway. You see what I'm saying? So this what you gotta have in mind frame. You know what I'm saying? You look at her and laugh at her. She thinks she done dumped you or did some icky things, you know what I'm saying, behind your back or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, listen, fam. You roll with the punches. After that heartbreak, you get to celebrate, because guess what? You him, or you her, you him. You hear me? Nobody can take your spot. Nobody can do what you do. She gonna go get a peon while you what you are. Yeah, you get to laugh at them. You see what I'm saying? See, you're not the loser. You're the winner. Imagine that she go get with something, bro, and that dude is less than you. What you gonna get tender D for? You hear me? You a human, you a man, you are getting your feelings, and it be like, man, this, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, say, fam, you hear me? You him. Being said, you ain't finna go pick up a weapon and go do some crazy ish. You hear me? No, you're gonna be heartbroken. You're gonna be like, you know what? You're gonna pick yourself up, fam, and you're gonna get back up. You're not gonna get back up and pick up a switch. You're gonna get back up and get rich, fam. You hear me? And even let's say y'all won't. Let's say that's the first level, right? Let's say if you own, again, back to the scenario where it's two own rappers playing at the same level. He's still not you. He not even the man that you is. Your morals, your code, what you stand for, what your whole package together, still, even at the top level, make him look like a peon. You see, it is no way you can get tender dick. You would just get heartbroken, but you're gonna get back up. You're gonna get back up and do what again? Not pick up a switch, but do what? Get rich or furthermore your richness. You hear me? Yeah. This how we gonna rock. Cause we tired of seeing these people getting uh illed behind the tender D. She gonna fly, bro. Listen, she gonna fly. Trust me. If she not for you, fam, she gonna fly. Please believe it. You talking, I'm talking from experience, fam. I'm not talking from what I done heard or what I done wrote in a book or even what I done heard in the R. Kelly song I'm promoting with the message that I have that lines up with it. Nah, bro, I know from real life experience about this, fam. So now I could easily just flip on some woo woo and just, hey man, you know what? Go knock the head out. But that's what that's what stupid people would do, to be quite frank with you. See, I know I'm him. I know there's nowhere in the world she can get something better than me. Any ex that I had, there's no way. You can scour the planet. With my mind thinking and with your mind thinking like that now, we should stop. That should stop some of the violence, right? Because it's all being started behind the tender D. Yeah, I know these girls are beautiful, right? They beautiful, man. Yeah, everything that's shiny and everything that's shiny ain't gold, brother. I'm trying to save you for going out there and doing something crazy on the crash out mission. Cause you gonna think about it and we looking at all these scenarios, you be like, hold up, bro. You mean this started behind the chick? Yeah, bro. Tupac was throwed in his knowledge way back when. Yeah, bro. In real life format. In real life format, fam. So I said, I'm sorry I missed my live yesterday. Um, I was cooling. You hear me? If it was a day out. Salute to my soldiers. Salute to my people that I was stationed with in Korea, man. 20-year anniversary is going down. Y'all see the pics. You don't see the video, man. I'm heavy for my people. I, I'm into some other shit right now. Y'all excuse my absence. You hear me? Fool? You hear me? Fool? You see what's going on in my city right now. Excuse my absence. You hear me? Fool? Real soldiers, man. To know about that. Yeah, I just wanted to go over here. See, we learned a lot of this back in the day too by being in the military. You hear me? Fool? Jody's got your girl in gone. Hey, Jody is a hey, Jody. Ooh, you gotta watch for Jody. See, you learned this in the military young too. You get that experience young in the military. You hear me? Jody is an MF. You hear me? Fool? Say real talk, real situations. But yeah, man, we learn through the years, man. Again, we all human. At the same time, here's the thing about it, fam. We all human. You hear me? Just don't get the list, get the best of you, man. That's it. Just gonna get the list of you, get the best of you. I know it hurt. I know you loved her. She was doing this, she was doing that. I know. Trust me, fam. You preaching to the choir. I know. I know. I know. I know. But still, you gotta maintain, fam. You him. I always remember that, fam. And you will never crash out. I heard murdering people and murdering people, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, YouTube. I didn't mean to say the M word. Erdering. I gotta say erdering. You out here illing and erdering people. Cause your feelings, fam. It's a billion more chicks out here, fam. You hear me, boo? If you just have to have, cause some of y'all just have to be in relationships. If you one of them people, fool, that just have to be in a relationship, it's a million. I don't. I'm the type of person. I don't just have to be in a relationship. Who said that? I don't need to let welfare feed you. Who said that? Who said? See, I'm one of those. Like, see, at the end of it, again, I'm heavy. Like Tupac. You see me pointing at Tupac. See, the supporter was like in the club. This way overseas somewhere. This girl probably from Sweden or somewhere. I'm in the club in China. And he was like, man, take a picture, man. I was like, cool, man. I'm knowing this gonna be monumental for my promotion because I'm gonna always big up my bro Tupac. You hear me? So I just want to, since everybody always calling me Tupac, and it was an actual fan in the club. Just like me and Tupac. How I meet Tupac overseas, you know what I'm saying? Can I have a picture? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Type is. But Tupac was right when he said it, man. See, I don't want to say the word. I can't say the words because of YouTube policy. But y'all know what Tupac said. When blank get blank, 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 right? Look what we have in live in action here in Dallas in our courtroom. See, the power of the P is very powerful. You just have to have a strong mind and not a tender D. Look at King Von. Look at Mo 3. Nigga, all that street ish and they got illed behind somebody with a tender D. Just think about it. And then you can go to some gang banging activity, like on the West or some other ish. The beats be going back 50 years, 60 years. And that beef started because his uncle was knocking down one of his partners or the other side old lady, and they got into it, and that's how they beef started. And that's 50 years later. And because of that, y'all still beefing and warring. Behind 50 years of killing behind a tender D. That's it, you guys. I wanted to break that down for today. I didn't want to be too long. Appreciate everybody tapping in. I just wanted to speak on that. We catching all the things that's going on. We see the Mo3 trial right now. Just think he got laid out on the 35, ill like that, behind the tender D. Just think if he didn't have the tender D. No. Again, this is Global Don, the king of Dallas. Say, listen, man, listen, bro, listen, bro. The king of Dallas. Don't get me misconstrued with nobody else, bro. You hear me, fool? If you don't understand what's going on here with the king of Dallas, my lane is opening up for me, right? Ricos in this situation, what I'm talking about right now, have did what? Opened the lane for the true king of Dallas, right? There's no opposition. There's nobody in my way, right? Look at the lane, y'all. Listen to my music. Look how popular I am. Look what I got going on. Millions of streams. I told y'all, don't worry about it. Let these boys get record deals before they can get wiped out the way. At first, I was complaining. Now, I'm saluting every record deal that ever happened in Dallas have cleared my lane. And then the feds come through finally doing their job to wipe out everything around this month. You don't even get it. The feds come through and wipe out everything around me, dog. Do you understand me? That's why I can't have the tender D. They doing it themselves, and then you got the feds doing it at the same time. You hear me? All I get to do is sit back and do king stuff like we listening to right now, right? Oh, this is beautiful, right? It gives me an opportunity to teach, preach, and be all the way at the top, right? I be overseas and all this. Hey, when all this stuff started happening, I started going overseas. I said, I'll be back when it crash and burn on y'all head. And when I come back, when it's over, I'll be back to take the king of my city. I'll be back to take my throne, right? Until this crap y'all got going on, until it sizzle on your neck and on your head and your cranium. And what am I back? Ain't I back now? It reminds me of that song with Whitney Houston and Akon. R.I.P. Whitney Houston. Like I never left, right? Hey, I love that song. Like I never left. Hey. Like I never left, right? Hey, man, listen, it's the King of Dallas Radio, Global Don, and I'm out.